Hi Pisces, welcome to your week ahead reading. Hope you've had a fabulous week. This is a reading for the 20th of October. And before I start the reading, I just want to say a massive thank you for all of your comments and suggestions for a midweek reading. And if you didn't see it, I have actually posted a midweek reading. I did actually link it in the community post. So go and check that out if you can't find it on my video, on my channel, sorry. And I also managed to do individual zodiac signs. So only a quick between 3 and 5 minute reading per sign, but time stamped it in the description box. Also, you'll see a blue number. On that number, just pop your finger on it next to your zodiac sign that you want to watch, and Bob's your uncle. Out comes your reading. There goes Bella. You can get out. Right, sorry, let's start these. Okay, so we want 2 energy cards for Pisces, please and thank you. I think she's just going to stare at the door. I'm going to have to let her out. Sorry, Pisces. 2 seconds. Go on, Missy. Go on then. She can do that thing. Perfectly okay. Perfectly okay. Right, let's get on with your reading. No more disruptions. So, thank you. Angel of Balance, beautiful. And Community. Ooh, this is nice, Pisces. Angel of Balance. Something's coming in, the Angel of Balance coming in to just give you a little reminder of something that perhaps you need to look at. And then maybe it's your social circles. Are you being a bit of a hermit, Pisces? We're good at that, I have to say. I know I am. She got an egg timer there. Looks like an egg timer. Something to do with timing too. And there's lanterns. They've both got lanterns in them. What are they all about? But yeah, there's something about balancing up of friendships, community, whatever it might be for you, however it resonates. Right, let's get on with the tarot. I wonder if we get like Justice, which is all about balance, or the Six of Pentacles. Let's see. Dear Spirit Guides and Angels, please join me in this reading for Pisces and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. Sorry if you can hear some creaking in the house. We live in a very old house and my daughter's bedroom is just above the tarot room here. Right, focus for Pisces, please, and thank you. Ooh, King of Wands. Okay, opportunity. Wow, 6 of Wands. Crikey Moses. 7 of Pentacles is your challenge. Bubbling under the surface. Queen of Swords. And advice and outcome, please and thank you. For Pisces, the Magician. Crikey, you've got some very powerful cards here. King of Wands is your focus for next week. It's like you're taking control and being a leader in a community. You know, you are showing them who's boss. You are stepping up, if you like, and stepping into a very courageous, brave energy. Also quite entrepreneurial, because the King of Wands, he loves working independently, but he's also very much of a mentor. I don't know, you're really setting a standard next week, Pisces. Absolutely lovely, very fiery energy. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And then you've got the opportunity as the 6 of Wands. Oh my giddy aunt, this is success. This is your community here also realizing your success. There's something very public about what you're doing next week that's bringing back into a balance that maybe, I don't know, you know, I can relate it to, say, a YouTube channel or something, and you know, where the channel just hasn't seemed to have grown much lately, and suddenly there's an influx, you know, and other people can see your success. It could even be at work, for instance, you know, you stepping up as the King of Wands, and now the people are like, oh, hang on a minute, Pisces, that's cool, well done. You've been really successful with that. This is like passing exams too, and passing things, and being in the limelight for it, and rightly so. 7 of Pentacles is what's in your challenge area. This is very much about about whether you want to grow and do something else. But however, as a challenge, I feel that this is saying you don't feel like you've got any choice at the matter at the moment. You feel like what your financial situation, how you've invested in it. As I say, maybe you're feeling a little bit stagnant with it, whereby you're thinking, I wouldn't mind doing something new and something different, rather than keep, these are grown roots, these pentacles here. Or it's about not being able to draw on some investments that something financial that you've saved up for a rainy day sort of account. I don't know. We are going to clarify on that. I feel it's more of an energy of feeling a bit stuck in what you're doing at the moment, despite you watering it and growing it. But that's maybe why your focus is the King of Wands. You've got to step up a bit. The Queen of Swords is in your subconscious. This is you wanting to be, I don't know if your throat chakra is playing you up a little bit at the moment, Pisces. But the Queen of Swords is somebody who says it as it is. She doesn't mince her words. She's very open with her opinions, but she's very clever with it. She's firm but fair. There's a little bit of tough love going on here in your subconscious. Is there somebody that you need to really tell it as it is and not be quite so emotional about things? Because that's what the Queen of Swords does. Is there somebody in that community maybe that you need to think, well, I need to distance myself from you now, cut them off for a little while maybe? But that's what's bubbling under the surface. And then you've got the Magician as your advice and outcome. And this is, I just feel like it's the universe reminding you of how you are capable of doing whatever you want to do if you put your mind to it. And it's a reminder of, this is what you want, Pisces. This is what you've manifested. It's all in your hands. I'm very drawn to the lights, and he's swearing things around. It's in his control there, the Magician. Ooh, exciting. Let's have a look, King of Wands. What's the focus of the King of Wands? It's like you're stepping up within a community, and with that Six of Wands too. You're shining. You're in the spotlight next week, Pisces, like it or not. Okay, King of Wands. Ooh, devil energy. Very Capricorn energy. Okay. The King of Wands would definitely be your protector, if you like. Would be very strong and courageous to overcome any devil energies. Certainly with that Queen of Swords there, also, not having any problems telling them as it is, because the devil energy is very much about having toxic people around you, having, again, drawn to the community card there. There could be a community around you that you feel like you don't really belong to anymore. And that King of Wands is like, oh, I need to do something about it then, don't I? Or you need to then perhaps set a standard within that community with that devil energy. Are they toxic? Are they making you feel guilty and tied to something or somebody? Let's do one more on that devil. Page of Pentacles as a focus. Think of something new to do. Think of another idea. Think of another venture. What else can you do to make practical steps to improve? It's Pentacles, improves the finances, but it's also about, maybe there is another opportunity for you to learn something new, being in that King of Wands energy. Anyway, Six of Wands, what are you successful over? I love this. It's the opportunity of the Six of Wands. Oh my God. Judgment. Wow. It's about time, Pisces, is what that makes me feel. Archangel Gabriel there has his trumpet of communication. They're going, hello, Pisces, wakey, wakey. Here's your opportunity. You need to step out into the limelight. There's very much a timing issue here next week. Something's falling into place. Don't miss it. Yeah, something very much for you to be successful and to shine. Queen of Swords in your subconscious probably thinks, yeah, I need to get saying something as it is. Maybe it's a work situation, you know, and they're saying, right, get out your box, Pisces. Stop letting everybody else, I don't know, stop sitting in the background of something. You know, there's time for you to have your say now. There's time for you to shine. That's what I keep hearing. Seven of Pentacles. But you're not sure. You're feeling stuck over this. That's too many. I only want one, please, and thank you for the seven of... Thank you. Ace of Wands. Yeah, you've got a great idea that you're just not... You feel for some reason dampened down in the energy of it. Maybe it's that devil energy. Maybe you're sitting back a little bit and you know, with the Ace of Wands, it's about really having a fire in your belly. But again, maybe, you know, with the Seven of Pentacles, feeling very procrastinating, like, oh gosh, I don't know, maybe you can't afford perhaps this new idea, this new venture, this King of Wands energy. You've got to think about the financial situation of it, which can be challenging, especially if you're in a job or doing something that you think, I've tried my best at, and I'm just not getting what I thought I'd get out of it. Now, the Queen of Swords is in your subconscious, bubbling under the surface. And it's like, I don't know, I feel like you need a stiff talking to, Pisces, but you need to be talking to yourself. Maybe that's what that's about. Oh, Six of Swords. Yeah, stop battling and go with the flow a little bit more is what the Six of Swords is a suggestion. It feels like once you get something out in the open, it's going to be a bit more plain sailing. Let's do one more on that Six of Swords, please. And thank you for Pisces. Yeah, look at that. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands comes. It's very fast communication. Once this communication is said, things all start falling into alignment for you. So you need to say something. Get that Queen of Swords out of your subconscious. What's bubbling under the surface. You know that by saying... And you can be very tactful in this, by the way. The Queen of Swords is very tactful. She is to say she's firm but fair. People respect her. She's got a very clear mindset. She's a very forward thinker. Six of Swords is moving forward. Eight of Wands, moving forward. Look at that, so quickly too. It's like, this is what needs to happen. Whether you need to have a stiff talking to yourself or somebody else, I don't know. That's up to you. Now, the Magician is your advice, thank you, and outcome clarified by the Eight of Swords. Oh my giddy aunt. So the Eight of Swords for me is very much swords energy. It's about communication, it's about mental health, and you can see she feels very trapped there, but she's not trapped. Same with the devil energy, can make you feel trapped, but you're not. It's all in your head. It's how you're perceiving the situation. If you know, sometimes, you know, we've got to be a bit like with that Queen of Swords, a bit of tough love. We've got to say it as it is in order to remove any feelings of trappedness. Also, what I'll say about this Eight of Swords is, whatever this Magician energy is, whatever you want and manifesting, you keep talking yourself out of it, and you're putting hurdles in the way that aren't really there. Let's do one more on that for you, Pisces. Clarified, oh my gosh, by the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the advice of the Knight of Pentacles is, you know what, this doesn't have to happen all at once. As long as you start making long-term plans for the future, start putting steps in progress to make this happen, whatever this is, and be consistent. Don't keep saying you're going to do it and you don't do it. Consistency is key with that Knight of Pentacles. He's the only knight in the deck that doesn't move. And so that's often the advice of this card is then take your time, yeah? Because this is about long-term commitments too, whatever this is. He's got his fields, or he likes all to be organised. There's nothing spontaneous about this energy whatsoever. So that is kind of like the energy there saying, well, this is what you want. Now you've got to start taking practical steps towards it. There we go, Pisces. Let's see what the wisdom of the oracle final message is for you. There we go. Can't make that up, can you? We've got regeneration. Oh my giddy aunt. So when everything feels a bit like nothing's growing, it's a bit like the meme that you can see on social media, you know, and it's like a desert, and it's all cracked. But in that desert, there is a flower growing up in the cracks. And that's exactly what this card is all about. Regeneration. A bit like the Tower card. You know, there's a beautiful tree growing where you really didn't think it could happen. You really thought, but they found something. They dug deep with that Seven of Pentacles and found it and nurtured it and grew it. Wow, Pisces, hope you enjoyed that. Let me know how it resonates. Have a fabulous week. I'll see you next week. Midweek reading. Touch wood. Fingers crossed, touch wood. I will get that out. So anyway, have a great week. See you soon. Thanks as always.